G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 25 of Brentford to Big Time. Today we are taking on Juventus in Serie A, one of our title contenders, one of the people who may be there at the end of the day to try and pip us at the post. Although it's gone pretty damn well, so I mean they're going to have to do a very, very good job in the second half of the season to get basically anywhere near us kind of thing. Let's get right into it. Before we do though, make sure you do leave us that like down below, subscribe if you're around here, comment what you think of the video, how brilliant I am as a manager, all that sort of stuff. Let me know. Let's get into it. First thing I wanted to cover was in the Premier League, our old Brentford boys, they're doing pretty damn well. They are in 5th place, equal on points with 4th, with a game in hand over Manchester United it is. If we look at the past positions of Brentford, they were up in 2nd for a good portion of the first half of the season. I mean, that's what, 7 game weeks or something, or 8 game weeks they were up in 2nd, so they were doing pretty damn well for the most part. Roberto Martinez is still the manager. If you look at the squad, in terms of people that are playing well, the top 2 are not our signings. We had nothing to do with Mr. Neuhaus coming to the club, though. I mean, he's doing a great job. Can't fault the fella. Except that he's not actually. Oh, he's not playing. He's played 2 appearances. Okay, I probably could have noticed that one. Giorgio playing very well. Didn't sign him. Wouldn't have done either because he's so old. But I mean, power to him. He's doing a great job for them apparently. Michael Elise is then the next best. Perhaps didn't grow as much as I thought he would have done. Like he's now 26. He's yet to play for England or anything like that. So maybe not reaching the heights of in a previous save game on YouTube with Sevilla, he ended up at Real Madrid and was absolutely sensational. Other than that, this is their new goalkeeper, Elia Capriel. I don't know who the heck that is. Plays for Bari apparently. Yeah, great. Salisu, Aya, Shirky is I think he might be their top scorer. Work rate's still horrid, but he's their top scorer, I believe. Yeah, he is. It's for Shirky. Shirky is getting the job done. He's the top goals and assists, but somehow he's not the top rating. He's like well down the list. Bizarre. Other than that, transfers, does they have any weird transfers? I mean, Wan-Bissaka's on loan from PSG. They sold Daichi Kamada for almost 20 million, which is pretty good because he was a free transfer. This is that Ukrainian youngster coming through. Gabri Vega's been loaned out again. I think I signed him and then he's been loaned out twice. So apparently I didn't like that signing. Any other sales or anything like that that are notable? I mean, Alban Font's gone to United for 63 million, so that's cool. Rico Henry's gone, Madsbeck Sorensen's gone, Kanaseki we knew, Balogun and Marlon are gone. Surprised that Balogun fetched twice the price Daniel Marlon did. Weird. Anyway, look, that's about it. That's about all I wanted to show you from back in Brentford. Let's get to, I guess, our schedule. So the last game you were here for was this 5-0 win over Fiorentina, and look, things have been pretty much the same since then. We only very recently stopped our winning run. So the game after was a 4-1 win over Empoli, goals for Haaland, whatever you want to call him, Kvicha and Kone. Marseille we beat 1-0 after Anguissa red card and Neres gets a goal there. 3-0 over Brescia. Confused me. Osimhen to Hysend to Kone. Then Haaland and Zambo Anguissa. 1-0 we lost away at PSG, which is a fine result because like if you had that in the like knockout stages of the Champions League, you'd be pretty happy with only losing 1-0 away at PSG and then having your home leg to go and turn that around like that. That's pretty fine. We weren't in it though. It was, I mean, they were the better team. I don't think we actually deserved literally anything out of that. Next we beat Salernitana 2-0. Zambo Anguissa and Gaindara, his first goal for the club. Then 3-2 over Sociedad it is. Looks closer than it should have been. We were up 2-0, then it was 2-1, then 3-1, and then they got one on the last touch of the game. 3-0 over Lecce, Neres, Roque, Pulisic. 4-1 over Sampdoria. Kone again, 2 for Pulisic, 1 for Osimhen. Then followed that up with a 2-1 win. The 2 big boys, Kvicha and Victor Osimhen, getting the goals there. I definitely spelled his name wrong in the title of last video. I also got the episode wrong last video, so definitely fallible. 2-0 then over Sassuolo, Kvicha and Manu Kone again, then a 1-1 against Genoa. Manu Kone getting the goal again, and he has been absolutely sensational. He's going down, but it now says he's worth... I mean, he's a 3.5 star player. He's also, if you look at his career stats, he scored 8 goals in the league, 9 in all competitions, 4 assists, average rating of 7.47 in the league. He's been absolutely sensational. It's just absolutely ridiculous because he came to the club as, you know, a bit of a meh signing. No one was really too impressed by it, and he really was a holding midfielder, not one that got forward. He's now got 12 goal involvements in half a season, so we're doing pretty well. We are undefeated in the league. If we look at the league table on your on the screen here, there we go. We're undefeated. We're undefeated halfway through the season. 15 wins, 4 draws. Draws coming against what? Juventus, Roma. No, that's not right. I wanted to get it off the dome, but I know it's the two. I think it's the 2 Milan sides. Yeah, 2 Milan sides, Lazio and Genoa. Lazio, by the way, manager we had noted a couple of times was Cristiano Ronaldo. They've now sacked him and brought in Damien Duff. So we get managers. Ronaldo lasted 153 days. He played, what's that? 15 games, won 4 of them. So they've sacked him. He's now unemployed, not doing much. Unfortunately, he's a perfectionist, we know. He controls it. Is what it is. Unlucky, mate. Better luck next time. As for how the squad has been performing, though, the best performer has been Victor Osimhen by a mile, then Manu Kone up there, and Sergio Gomez. 2 signings from last season have been 2 and 3 in the best performers this season. Then Kvitcher, of course, up there, and Kiesa's still up there. Pulisic, Højlund, Merit has been very good. The heist very high, which is sort of surprising. You'd think like someone like the guy who plays in his place, I guess, would be getting a higher rating, but other than that, not too many really things of note. I mean, Julian Duranville's been kind of disappointing as, like, so far. Just the 1 goal, no assists, but he did spend a decent time that out injured. 3 weeks, it's not too bad, really. But, you know, let's see. Also, goals. I mean, it's Kvitcher and Osimhen, of course. Then Manu Kone almost in double digits. Then Højlund, Pulisic and Neres all 5 and above. You know, we're sharing it around a decent amount. Then assists shared around a decent amount, except Sergio Gomez, who's got 13, which is, I think, now like a record. Let me check that. Yeah, so if you look at our most assists in a season, so 5th of January we're on, and with half a season to go, he has equaled the highest assists that any player has got in this save game, basically. So, a bit of an odd signing, that one. I'm definitely not one that, you know, I signed thinking that he would be fantastic. But he's absolutely proved me wrong, and he's doing a sensational job of it. And long may it continue, basically. Let's get through to today's game. It's against Juventus. If we look at the league table, I should also, I guess, say, we are through to the Champions League knockout stages. We can still obviously qualify in the top 8, which we should do looking at our league position. But we've already secured like a playoff position. It's like confirmed or whatever, which isn't that exciting, really. As for the league, we're against Juventus. They are 9 points behind us on 40 points. It's just a big game, though, isn't it? It's, you know, us against one of the closest contenders to our throne. Hopefully, we can maintain our unbeaten position. So the lineup we're going to go for in this big one is Merit in goals, a back 4 of Di Lorenzo, Lovato, Kim In-jae, and Gomez. Midfield 3 of Luiz, Zambo Anguissa, and Kone, basically our best 3. Kvaratskhelia on the left, Devin Neres on the right, and Osimhen up front. The only real changes we're making, I guess, is Antonio Silva, you know, isn't quite fit. He's had a little knock and he was out for a little bit. Other than that, basically first choice team. Vitor Roque's not starting because Kone's been so good. You know, that's basically it. Other than that, it's pretty much the best team out there. Gomez and Ridvan Yilmaz are sort of interchangeable. It's sort of about as good as each other, but on form. Of course, Sergio Gomez is the best there is, so why not? We've had like all the like awards, like all the, you know, Ballon d'Ors and things like that, and none of our players getting any recognition at all, despite us being the Champions League. So I can't really just report too much there. I think like the goal 50 came out, which is, you know, the top 50 players in the world, and Kvaratskhelia wasn't even in it, which is pretty damn ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, I can't necessarily say who he was better than or anything like that, but have you seen the guy's stats? He's goddamn insane. So he should have been in there, and Victor Osimhen was in there, but I think he was like number 39 or something like that out of the top 50, so, you know, that's our bugbear. Maybe something to another aim to have. I mean, in our Sevilla save, we had bloody what's his name, Matthias Tell win the Ballon d'Or, win the World Player of the Year, or pretty ridiculous. But that's not the focus of this season. That's not the focus of this series. We are going to win a Serie A, then we're going to jump ship, and we're going to win something else. I don't know who we're going to go to, what league, whatever. It'll obviously depend on what jobs are available, or what jobs become available come the end of the season, or end of whatever season it is that we end up winning the thing, because that's important. We need to actually do the winning thing. And that window's sort of closing with the ages of some of the players. I mean, Di Lorenzo is now 34, as we have a first highlight here. Gomez swinging in a corner, headed away by Sitalo. Manu Kone to Lovato, loses out, but Manu Kone gets it back, of course he does. Florentino now, tackled by Chiesa, and launching a counterattack. Juve lobbed long and forward for Ottavio, played for Scamacca. This is a scary counterattack. Locatelli, Brahim Diaz. That was slick. That was very, very slick. That's not good. Alright. That's not good. It was just a counterattack from a corner, basically. Well, it wasn't even the corner necessarily. Like, it was things after the corner broke down when players tried to stay forward. So if it had just been cleared per normal, we maybe would have been able to deal with it. But because it was like not even like the second attempt to get the ball in, it was sort of the third or so. We just got absolutely run over on their way through to a goal. Here's a free kick headed away by someone, Locatelli maybe. As I was saying, Di Lorenzo 34, Kim and Jay 30, Osimhen now 29. Like, the window is closing for the squad that we do have. Here's Neres on the ball, looking for Anguissa, tackled. Oh gosh, again, they're looking very narrow. It's really annoying me, especially from like set pieces like that. Or Gomez was scaring me there. Kone tackles well. Osimhen now on the ball. Surely plays Neres. He does. Neres now over to Kvara. Plays Zangbo and Anguissa. Saved by Szczesny. Dang it. Alright. Created a good chance there. That's good. Very slick. Very good. Moving the ball quickly forward. Here's another corner. See, we've got like plenty of players back. So it's not the actual corners that are the problem. It's after the corners. Here's the end of the highlight. Okay, good. Jeez, it would suck to lose this one. Like, we've gone undefeated for half a season, and now we're losing. That's not good. Fingers crossed. You can see the other game on today is Inter versus Roma. So if Inter win that and we lose this, our lead goes down to 5 points, whatever it is. 4 points? I can't remember, honestly, man. Maths is not my strong suit. What typically is my strong suit is playing with this Napoli team, but that's not working out well. We've got 3 yellow cards. We do have the chances and the possession. It just hasn't worked out as yet, so maybe that will come in the second half, hopefully anyway. Here is another highlight though. They do have very much a lot of the same squad, which is weird to see because it is 2028 now. Here's Scamacca over the bar. Okay, Scamacca's obviously a change to it, but what did he be now? 28, 29? I don't know. 40 minutes in, looking to go to halftime, only down the 1 goal. Needing to pick it up in the second half. I don't know what changes we'll look to make, but I guess Vitor Roque will probably be one of them. And weirdly enough, Osimhen's having a shocker. So that might need to be one of them. That is the halftime break. How do we turn this one around? All right, we've gone just with this the usual like media giving you credit thing, and we're just hoping that we can just fire them up basically, because they just, like, whilst we have been better than Juve, would not be in our usual standards, I guess. And Osimhen having a 6.3 is probably showing that the best. 50 minutes in now. I think the change we'll make will be Vitor Roque for Anguissa, and move Vitor Roque to the Mazzala. And then other than that, ignoring that man marking thing, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, De Heis will probably come on now that Di Lorenzo's got a yellow. I don't know. 60 minutes in, nothing's happening. I'm starting to get scared. All right, we need to get something from this. Let's make that change. Start with Man in the Mirror, make that change. Zambo Anguissa can come off for Vitor Roque. We'll also bring on Ridvan and Cyril De Heis, stopping all of the yellow carded people. And then maybe look to bring on Duran Bill next, or Pulisic maybe? Pulisic? I don't know. Let's make that change for now and look, hope that does something. to get back into it. It's been a pretty even second half, but then mostly them in the more recent times. I'm starting to stress now because we're not doing anything. Let's stop playing out of defense. Bit longer, early crosses. Let's just get the ball up the field quicker and hope that Victor Osimhen can pick it up and actually do something because he's not done anything yet. 70 minutes in, here's a free kick for Juve. Brahim Diaz swings that one in. Header from Locatelli misses fairly close. That's not good. Is that the first highlighted second half? Let's go with subs. All right, let's not dilly-dally. We've got 2 subs to make. We can bring on Pulisic. It's not looking good, is it? Let's bring on Pulisic for Neres because I don't want to take off Kvara. Then I don't really know what I want to do from there. Pulisic, maybe go to just a winger, not an inverted winger. Yeah, I don't really know because I don't really want to bring on Osimhen or Lobotka can be the move because the old mate's yellow carded. We've got 20 minutes to turn this around. We're bringing on a better, potentially attacking player, changing into a winger to hopefully do something a bit different. Let's hit them with another fire up, another yellow card this time for Kone. Oh no, it's all coming crashing down. Oh no, they've got a 3-goal lead as well. That's not good. Let's go fully direct, more expressive. Over defense, we need to get a winner. I mean, something. We need to get an equalizer because this is sad that it's. I mean, we've got 6 yellow cards as well. Goodness me. Oh no. Oh no. 84 minutes in. Our bloody 20 odd match unbeaten streak is hanging by a thread here. 86th minute, we've got a highlight. Juve on the ball though. Satalo to Bremer. Locatelli looks for Van der Ven, who's into the box. Saved by far out. Saved by Merit, whatever. But this is it. It's going, isn't it? 89, 90 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. We've played so well this season. This sucks. Alright. We've got 18 games to win the league though. We've got to do it. We've got to get it done. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Alright. I don't want to look at it. I don't even want to look at the screen. I don't want to look at any of it. I've already seen it. I don't want to acknowledge it. We finally lost. We just weren't at the races, I guess. They got the better of us, and that's about it. We've in that run beat Juventus twice. 3-0, 2-0. Just couldn't get it done today. I don't want to talk about it. I'm moving on. Next game, we'll come back somewhere. I was going to say somewhere around here, but I feel like, it'll be weird. Probably, yeah, maybe around here. We'll see how games get shifted around with the change in with the Champions League fixtures coming out, of course. We'll see who we play. It'll be somewhere in March because we're focusing on the league. What we want to do is win the league. We've already conquered Europe. We need to conquer the leagues now. That will do it. You can see here, we're best attack, best defense. We are the best team. We need to continue being the best team and get it goddamn done. Get that league table over the line. League title over the line. Anyway, that'll wrap up today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave us a like, comment, subscribe, all the things. And I'll see you in a couple of days' time, hopefully, with some better news than today's result. Peace.